Hi, what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' It's D. About to react to this vid by Hello Yassine. It's titled Cenat hate is only going to get worse. Damn, he's starting to get hate? What's happening? In the thumbnail, he has him with this jail jumpsuit on. I know he just had like a 7 day stream where, he was in jail or whatever the case. And I do recall seeing something on IG about people being upset with him about the stream, which I didn't really understand fully, but sure, let's get more information. Let's watch.
It looks like Cenat's finally starting to experience one of my DJ Khaled favorite album covers, suffering from success. Because he recently just got done doing a 7 day jail stream, which was some insane production. Like, they basically had like a real jail with the cells, with the blocks.
I tried to watch a little bit of it, but I was just like, it just wasn't for me. I'm just like, what? I watched like maybe a couple minutes, and I was just like, no.
With the
But it is creative.
There's all of that, and he just reenacted it. Had a bunch of characters coming in and out. I saw a couple of clips, but man, I'm too old to watch this stuff.
Okay, relatable. That's why. That's the problem too.
No matter what you do, people are gonna find a reason to critique.
But I'm sure the teeny boppers ate it up.
We're saying just on social media, which got amplified by being posted on the Shade Room. I don't really think there was much pushback on him had it not been amplified. And people saying stuff like, "Oh, this is corny. I mess with him as an entertainer. Oh yeah, he's making jail seem a cool and fun experience to people," stuff like that.
That's a reach.
Cenat replies to this, saying the following.
That's what I thought. Like the whole point of this, for real, like the whole thing when I was 60 days in, I like the show is crazy, and I wanted to make it. But at the same time, it's a good way to show the people why you don't want to be here. Yeah. Waking up at 6. We complain at every meal we get.
Yes.
It's freezing cold. It's freezing cold. We got 20 minutes. We could have got, if I wanted to, I could have cheated the system, could have some nice hot water. Yeah. No. They say, I say, bro, just bring the truck. And they don't even know. It's a truck that comes every time at 11 through a tube from a container on the back of a truck. We have 20 minutes to use the thing, and it's cold water. And if you miss it, you miss it. 20 minutes for everybody, bro. I'm in my shower with a big speaker, bumping baby in them. What? In the shower.
This is where he's starting to feel the pressure. Now, granted, it's fine for him to feel the pressure in the sense that
I don't feel like
he just had a whole riot going on in New York City that was not a good look. He got arrested. It just wasn't good for his image. Here, that's not why he wanted to do this.
Anyway.
And he just wanted to do this for entertainment, which is completely fine. How is this glamorizing jail in any way, shape, or form? And this is where things start to not frustrate me, but I start to look at people like, are you just hating on this person because they're successful?
Absolutely.
Because there's no other legitimate reason for you to direct hate towards him and not someone else. This is acting. We don't get upset at people for making jail movies.
And I was just thinking about jail skits too. That's very common. Even seeing Drewski right there, he's done some jail skits. I haven't seen anyone say that he's glorifying being in prison and, oh my God, how dare you do this? Like, what? That's weird.
He's basically an actor. Everyone knows this guy is living fine. He's in his own house with, his whole crew. He's doing his whole thing. When he's in jail, it's everyone's known that this is acting. He's about to act for the next 7 days.
Damn, yeah, everybody here
is actually like. Like, do you think any single person in general, in their right mind, in their wrong mind, whether they're autistic, no matter what, is watching this from beginning to end and saying, man, jail looks lit, I can't wait to commit a crime and go there? No, everyone knows this is fake. It's kind of like using the video games as an example for violence, which does have some merit depending on the lane you take with that argument. But that's not for a topic for this video, or probably any video. The argument that I can understand, though, is when some people say, oh yeah, I think that's corny, which everyone's entitled to their opinion. I think the most impressive thing about this is the whole setup. Getting the cameras set up, getting the location, all the back end stuff is what really intrigues me. The actual content, it's not for me. Now, I'm not going to call it corny because I just think that's an overused word. It's just not for me. And I think people can say that without trying to say something is lame. And other people have done this before. For example, Ice Poseidon, he didn't do this, but something relatively close to it. He's doing it again now. I mean, he's like the OG of in real life streaming. Also, Mr. Beast kind of did this for a YouTube video, but nobody's done something to this level for live streaming. So he's really pushing whether you think it's corny or not, or if it's for you or not, he's pushing the envelope of live streaming. And he doesn't have to do this. Like the guy's making more money sitting in his room than he is spending it on the production crew and everyone involved with this event over the past 7 days. He's making way more money if he just stays at home. But he's one of those people I think he's like Mr. Beast in the sense that Mr. Beast was like, yo, I want to create these spectacles of YouTube videos.
I will say though, every time he does these multi-day streams, and there's like themes and stuff, a lot of people do tune in. A lot more people tune in, and he brings in new viewers, and his subscriber count goes up a lot, which does translate to more money. So, not saying he's money motivated in doing streams. I don't know. But him saying like, oh, he making more money sitting at home. Like, his subscriber count definitely bumps up quite a bit.
That nobody's really doing, and kept pushing it forward and forward. And granted, I kind of don't like that genre, me personally, but I can respect somebody that did something like that. Cenat's doing that for live streaming. Like, what other huge live streamer is putting out events like this for himself? Now, granted, Ludwig, the YouTuber, he's done big events. I think he's done like chess boxing or something like that. But Cenat is someone that's doing it at a massive level. He's not doing like big events.
Because look, he got 97 right here, and then another clip we saw, he had like 117. That's a huge jump, and it was only for a week. And I'm pretty sure he ended it probably higher than that.
He tried to do the giveaway thing. But organizing something like this isn't easy, and it's kind of like live acting. It's a live show that people are getting to watch from their home. They don't need to buy tickets. It's not a movie. I could see him acting in movies eventually. He would definitely have to practice and do his own thing. But this guy's producing mini movies on his YouTube channel. I just don't see how you can hate, even if it's not for you. Like, you just kind of got to respect someone that's always willing and looking for new ways to beat their last performance, as opposed to streamers that can just sit around and consistently just collect checks or react to other people's stuff, which I have no problem with. In my head, it's like, yo, you're way safer doing that. So much less can go wrong, and you're making more money. Like, yeah, just continue doing that. Why wouldn't you? And that's what your audience wants to see anyway. Like, you kind of got to introduce something new to them and wonder, like, hey, are they going to like this or not? So it's kind of taking a risk on all fronts. So the audience might not even mess with it and say, we don't really like this. The viewership might go down. You never know. Now, with an event like this, it's so big, and you have all of these different characters that are coming in and out. It's kind of like a merging of universes with hip-hop and Twitch streaming, and that's not something that's being done very often, because a lot of streamers in general, they weren't seen as, I guess, cool until Cenat came along and was able to like tap into hip-hop/rap.
That is true.
Cool rappers and rappers thought he was cool, and that's partially because
he's literally like making history and changing so much shit, which is so wild. It's so dope to see this unfold. You know, because he's so right. Like, streamers were like, nerdy, like before Kai came along and Speed, and now they have really taken streaming to the next level and made it cool, and like they're able to cross over and interview these really popular celebrities and meet them and hang with them. He fucking met Ronaldo. Like, it's wild.
All listen to rap and hip hop, but if you put them in the same room with somebody, they wouldn't gel. They wouldn't vibe together. They wouldn't hang out if they were in the same high school lunch table. Whereas with Kai, you could be like, I could totally see him hanging out with these people if they went to school together or something like that. So that's something that, props to him. It's just that this is going to keep happening.
I love this.
Goes back to Mr. Beast. People say, why does this guy have to record what he's doing? He makes money from recording what he does. So he won't be able to do what he does for long if he doesn't continue recording it. Exactly. Do you see how that works? It's kind of like if someone has 5 million and they just do good with that 5 million, but they could generate 50 million by recording, doing what's good, they're going to run out of money and they're not going to be able to do any more good. And I think it actually genuinely inspires other people to do good as well. Now, do I think that the intention is completely altruistic in Mr. Beast's case? That's a different story, but we can never know. I can't judge somebody's heart. But who cares? If the outcome is great, then the outcome is great. That's up to God to judge the person's intentions. Circling back to Cenat, though, I think he just got to stop looking at internet comments as much. Unless it's something that he knew in his heart, where he was like, this thing went out of hand. Like the New York City thing, that got out of hand, and I think he was genuinely disappointed in the behavior that people exhibited during that event. That's one thing. But this is a non-issue. Nobody should have been upset about it. People finding it corny is cool. but you should direct your aim to rappers. They make going to prison seem way cooler than
Thank
Kai
you.
Cenat ever did. Bobby Shmurda gets...
Great point, and I agree 1000%. I think it's just another way for people to talk shit about Kai, and because he is just continuing to elevate more and more, he's blowing up more and more. Like, I think people are starting to, you know, be jealous, which is really sad. But it's so weird being on the internet, because one minute you can have so many people support you and love you and excited that you're growing and you're becoming more successful, but those same people could definitely switch up and start to resent you, and they start to get jealous. Having support is a very weird dynamic, because on one end you do have people who are genuinely supportive, but you have some people who are like kind of supportive, they kind of fuck with you, but on the other end they also are very jealous of your lifestyle. They're seeing, you know, the money that you're making and, you know, the things that you're buying, and they start to get envious, like, why they get to have that, you know? So it's just very weird, and I feel like people are genuinely just hating at this point, because that's a very goofy ass critique is that he's promoting going to prison. Like, what? Because that's the theme of the stream, and that's where he's choosing to. There are so many jail shows that people don't even bat an eyelash at, and it's fine. But when he does it, it's an issue. It's just stupid. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.